This is Winston Postgate, and my informal, quasi formal digital language learning resource evaluation is about LingoStories. LingoStories.org is the website address, and there is no corresponding mobile app. This new website currently offers interactive fiction in 11 different languages at the high beginning, or A2, to low intermediate, or B1, language proficiency levels. In alphabetical order, the languages offered are Arabic, Dutch, English, French, German, Mandarin Chinese, Polish, Portuguese, Spanish, Swedish, and Ukrainian. The target audiences are language learners who understand at least one of these languages at a more advanced level and are in the process of learning another one of these languages. The activities available focus on reading and listening. Lingo Stories is free to use. As is explained on the homepage, there are no ads, no account to create, no arbitrary limitations. The texts are published under a Creative Commons license. Lingo Stories was created by Laurent Lebrun, a software engineer in Munich and formerly in Cambridge. The site was founded in 2024 with a proof of concept published on March 5th of that year. The newest feature was added on September 2nd, 2025, allowing users to create their own stories. Site development is dependent on volunteer contributions and user feedback. The site explains that stories are written in English and then translated to other languages. The reference is the English version. Once the user selects a target language on the main page, the target language page is displayed. From right to left, there is an introduction to the site and currently two stories to choose from: A Day in the Park and the Grocery List. On the story page, settings become available, and these are accessible at all times during the story. For the story mode, the user can choose to listen to each line before the text is displayed, or to only display the text without automatically playing the audio, or the default combination of text display and audio play. The audio of any line can be replayed at any time during the story. The story can be set to autoplay until the user is required to make a plot decision, or it can stop at each line, prompting the user to press play to continue. All but two of the 11 target languages, the exceptions being Arabic and Mandarin at the moment, can also be selected as translation languages. Automatic translation display can be turned on or off. With either setting, the translation of each line can be toggled on and off during the story. If the mini games feature is turned on, during the story, the user is sometimes prompted to unscramble a line that a character says. If the audio is turned on, it will play the correct sentence for that line. Throughout the story, the user controls the main character's actions when given choices in a multiple choice format. In the grocery list, the user is the main character, and in A Day in the Park, the user reads about the main character in the third person. Reviews of Lingo Stories are virtually non existent as of yet. Clearly, one of the main limitations is the fact that it only has two stories. Some of the strengths include the fact that the activities can be used for intensive reading. This is based on Paul Nation's theory of spaced repetition. The audio speed can be adjusted, among other settings. Since it is interactive fiction, each story can be repeated with different results. User contributions are welcome and encouraged. Mini games are available, at least in some versions. These are word scramble moments in the dialogue with the option to listen to the required sentence. The site is completely free to use with no ads or sign in. On the other hand, although the stories are variable, they are rather short. The user could reach the end in about 10 minutes. The input is multiple choice rather than typed in the user's natural language. The audio is AI generated and sometimes sounds a bit unnatural. Although the volume is adjustable, the level is not consistent across features. For example, The achievement sounds are louder than the main narration, which is louder than the secondary voice. Some of the languages do not have all of the features yet. For example, there's only one story available for Portuguese. Chinese and Arabic, written in non-Latin alphabets, are presented without the option to display phonetic transcription. Each language is only presented in one variety. The Chinese text, for example, is only written in complex characters, which is the variety used in Taiwan, but not the simplified variety used in mainland China. Spanish is only available in the Castilian variety, and English is only American English. Okay, let's do a quick run through of LingoStories. Let's choose, here's the main page. Let's choose English, and there's the two stories, the introduction. There's more information down there. Let's choose a grocery list.
The grocery list.
Okay, right now it's not displaying the words because I have the setting listening first. But I prefer listening and reading. So let's do that.
The grocery list.
Start over. Also, that's good.
It is Saturday
And hit the
afternoon.
spacebar.
You are new to the village because your family has just moved here. It is a bit cold outside today, so you are playing with your toys in your bedroom.
Okay.
Your mom calls you. Peter.
So this is the first multiple choice option. Leave the bedroom or keep playing.
You play for
Let's
a
try
few
keep
more
playing.
minutes.
Peter, please come here.
Okay. I could be stubborn and keep playing or leave the bedroom, which I think I will have to do eventually.
Yes, Mom.
Anyway.
I'm coming.
Now, how slowly the boy speaks bothers me, but you see, this is actually the fastest that's available. The speed didn't seem so slow in other languages that I tried, like Spanish or French. Now, I've said the translation to Spanish, but that's different. That's not the audio. Let's try it again.
Yes,
We can listen
Mom.
again.
I'm coming.
Doesn't sound much different. And I'll show you the translation. I've set it to Spanish, so when I click, here's the Spanish translation, and I can untranslate. And I can change the language, the translation language at any time.
You leave the bedroom and go to your
Let's
mom.
go on.
Can you please go shopping for dinner? Grandma is visiting us tonight, so we need 5 apples to make her favorite apple pie. We also need 3 tomatoes and 4 eggs for the dinner. You'll find everything at the supermarket. Here are 17 coins. I think that should be enough. Oh, and we need bread too.
Okay, so there's 5 options. Can I stay home? If I ask that, I still have to leave eventually. How do I get to the supermarket? Can you repeat the shopping list? Well, we can see it up there. Can I buy something for myself?
All right.
Let's just leave
I'm
because we'll have
going
to do
now.
that anyway. All right, let's say I make a mistake. I can click that again and correct it. But once I click the last word, it'll be submitted automatically.
You leave the house.
You leave. Now, what happens if I make a mistake? What happens if I submit an incorrect sentence? You leave house, the. So it immediately, it doesn't give me a second chance. It immediately corrects the sentence. Anyway, that's 3 points. The maximum is 5 points. You can also end the story with only 4 points, but I won't give away too much. Overall, I recommend Lingo Stories. Obviously, it is very limited, but um, that's basically because it's such a new site, and that means there's a lot of potential for feedback and other contributions that some of you might be interested in making.